Calling your past client center of influence is a massive opportunity to make a lot of money. Okay. These calls are also much easier to make. So if you have call reluctance, these people already know, like, and trust you at some level. Therefore, your call reluctance should be greatly reduced. Okay. So there's a few things. You want to put together a list, create that list, and now you got to call these people, right? A lot of people will stop at that point, or maybe they won't even start because what happens is now they feel like they're bothering these people, right? These past clients, obviously your past clients, center of influence. These are people that your neighbors, your people you go to the gym with, your college roommates, if they still live in the area. Call these people, and the purpose of calling these people is to get leads. Those leads turn to business in the future, okay? The metric to this activity is that 10% of the size of your list will know somebody, right? Buying or selling over the course of the next 12 months. So if you have a list of 100 people, there are 10 deals hidden inside this list, but you got to call them, okay? So a lot of people are like, well, what do I say? Okay. So here's an example. So let's say I was calling, I don't know, a neighbor that I haven't seen in 3, 4 months. Okay. Really simple. You got to come up with a reason. Okay. A reason for me is that I have a goal this month to help 2 or 3 people buy or sell real estate, right? And right now it's for me, I could say, hey, you know what? Maybe it's a challenging market. And so now I'm going to call my neighbor down the road who I haven't seen in a long time. Okay. I'm going to call him up and it's going to go something like this. He'll say, ring, ring. He'll say, hello. I said, hey, this is Jim with ABC Real Estate. This is a business call. Do you have a quick minute? Most likely, they're going to say yes. Great. Then tell them why you're calling. Just say, hey, listen, I have a goal this month to help two families buy or sell real estate in this challenging market. And I was calling to see, dot, 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 take that break. I was calling to see who do you know that might be looking to move into the area and then or sell, anything like that. Just ask them the question on based on what you're looking for, and then be quiet. Let them talk. Their immediate response, their knee-jerk response is going to be, I don't know anybody. I can't think of anybody. And we know that. We know that. We specifically ask that question to get the knee-jerk response out of the way. Okay. Then repeat it a little bit. Oh, you can't think of anybody? Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, bring it into their little zone, their little tribe, if you will, right? You might say somebody in the neighborhood, somebody that's, if you know they go to the Catholic Church, mention the church. If they go to the YMCA, you probably know a little bit about them. So, or somebody at work, right? You can say, okay, I appreciate that. How about somebody at church or somebody at work? Now, what they're doing is instead of thinking very, very broad, they're narrowing their thoughts down to somebody at church or somebody at work, and let them think about it. Don't interrupt them. And if they don't have anybody that they can think of, just thank them. And then if you feel at that point, you can say, okay, thank you, I appreciate your time, and you can simply get off the phone, right? But if you have a little bit of a connection with them, you can say, hey, how's Sally doing? How's that new little puppy you got? And then, if you feel like it makes sense to chit chat. And then you might ask them, or do you have any, while I'm on the phone, do you have any real estate questions for me? That's something else you can end the conversation with. And if they say no, then say, okay, thank you. I appreciate your time. And then hang up the phone. It's super simple.